G'day everyone, and welcome back to Learn Australian English, the podcast where you improve your English while learning about Australian culture. I'm Jack.
And I'm Liz. Great to have you with us. Today's topic is something you've definitely seen before, but you might not know much about.
Yep, we're talking about the Australian flag. That big blue flag with the Union Jack, some stars, and a lot of history behind it.
And by the end of this episode, you'll understand what every single part of the flag means, where it came from, and why it still looks the way it does today. Great to know, especially if you are preparing for the citizenship test.
If you look at the Australian flag for the first time, it can be a bit confusing. There's a British flag in the corner, a big star underneath it, and then a bunch of stars on the right.
It almost looks like three designs combined into one, but there's a reason for every element.
Exactly. So let's break it down piece by piece as we go through the story.
Before 1901, Australia wasn't one country. It was 6 separate British colonies.
That's an important word for English learners, colony. A colony is a place that is ruled by another country. In this case, Britain.
Each colony had its own flag. There was no single Australian identity yet.
Then in 1901, something huge happened, federation.
Federation means the colonies joined together to form one nation, the Commonwealth of Australia.
And once Australia became a nation, it needed a national flag.
So the new government did something interesting. They held a public competition to design the Australian flag.
Anyone could enter. Over 32,000 designs were submitted. That's enormous for a population of only about 4 million at the time.
People were very excited to create a symbol for the new country.
And here's a fun fact. 5 different people submitted almost the exact same winning design.
Which is why they all shared the prize money.
Let's start with the most obvious part, the Union Jack in the top left corner.
That's the flag of the United Kingdom.
Its presence shows Australia's historical connection to Britain and the fact that Australia was founded as a British colony.
Even today, Australia is part of the Commonwealth, and the British monarch is still technically Australia's head of state.
That's why the Union Jack remains on the flag.
Now look just underneath the Union Jack. You'll see a large white star with 7 points.
This is called the Commonwealth Star.
Originally, it had 6 points, one for each of the 6 states.
But in 1908, a 7th point was added.
That 7th point represents all of Australia's territories.
That's a great vocabulary word, territory. It's an area governed by the national government, not a state government.
Now, on the right side of the flag, you'll see 5 stars forming a shape.
This is the Southern Cross constellation.
A constellation is a group of stars that form a recognisable pattern in the sky.
The Southern Cross is visible in the night sky across Australia. It's a very important navigational symbol in the Southern Hemisphere.
Early explorers and sailors used it to find their way.
So it represents Australia's geographical location in the southern part of the world.
Another detail people don't think about is the blue background.
The blue comes from British naval tradition. It's called a blue ensign.
That means it was originally used on ships.
For many years, the blue flag was actually for government use, and a red version was for the public.
It wasn't until 1954 that the blue version officially became the national flag for everyone.
Even though the design was chosen in 1901, the flag didn't become fully official until much later.
In 1954, Queen Elizabeth II signed the Flags Act, which made this design Australia's legal national flag.
So it took more than 50 years to become official.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone thinks Australia should keep this flag.
Some people believe the Union Jack represents colonial history and doesn't reflect modern, multicultural Australia.
Others feel the flag is part of history and should stay as it is.
This debate has been going on for decades, and you'll often hear Australians discussing it.
So if you ever hear someone say, "We should change the flag," now you know what they're talking about.
Another funny thing is how often people confuse the Australian and New Zealand flags.
They look very similar. Both have the Union Jack and stars.
But New Zealand stars are red and have a different pattern.
Australians and New Zealanders both get a bit annoyed when people mix them up.
Let's pause and give listeners a few English phrases.
You might say, the Australian flag features the Union Jack and the Southern Cross.
Or, the seven-pointed star represents the states and territories.
Great phrases to practice pronunciation and vocabulary.
Let's recap what each part means.
Union Jack, connection to Britain.
Commonwealth Star, states and territories.
Southern Cross, Australia's location in the Southern Hemisphere.
Blue background, British naval tradition.
Fun fact: Australian Flag Day is celebrated on September 3rd every year.
Don't get this confused with Australia Day, which is on January 26th every year. Not many people celebrate Australia Flag Day, but it exists.
So next time you see the Australian flag, you'll understand the full story behind it.
And hopefully, you've learned some new English vocabulary along the way.
Thanks so much for listening to Learn Australian English.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and subscribe.
See you next time.
See ya, mate!